Hey, get back.
No way, Jose.
Cheddar. Hey, grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black.
Oh, and the last time I heard it was a black teacher, and she was doing a rap song with her students, but on some positive.
Yeah. Discrimination and hating got put you all there. Big dog, CEO.
That you expose yourself to, and I highly doubt that you didn't know that was being recorded, because from what everybody's sharing, that shit was posted from your page.
To mention all the resources we created, why they didn't want to see black families.
Because I want to hear, I want to listen to what the fuck I want to listen to, bro. Most of the shit they play on the radio is what these little motherfuckers want to hear, bro. I ain't trying to.
Guns, educate yourself. Now lead your son. You gonna treat your lady right.
We'll have a race of babies that hate the lady and make the baby. Nigga, that's what we got.
That's what we
Nigga, yeah. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us.
Get more brains in your head when you can go more places, when you can
In this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for
the lead singer from Boys to Men looking at me gonna cut us off like that. I should have cut that bitch back off.
Yeah, you
That nigga tip ass dude.
black. It's black. Black. Cheddar. Black. Hey, I'm just a king from the South. I had a dream like Martin, I hope I live it out. Hey, black on black crime, it's a new time. It ain't just the opposite, I gotta watch mine. They smile in your face, but put a knife to your spine. You can do the same thing, set your mind to it. Corporate Nike, watch how I do it. Major pain, now I ain't
Love the hustle, man.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the H.O.G Podcast show, man. Y'all know what it is. Friday, August the 22nd, and I'm your host, man. Cheddar.
Man, you know what it is. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. And sometimes that chocolate make you talk a lot. CEO got it. What's happening?
Financial. What's happening?
You did. Cheddar Financial and the boy Gotti, man. Y'all know what we do before we get into this hot content, man. Hey, we got to keep it prayed up.
Man, you got to keep it papered up.
We got to keep it pulled up, man.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir,
Hey, man, shout out to those that are having a great start for the weekend. You know, you worked all week, so you deserve to treat yourself. Shout out to Rick in the building early with us. What's up, Rick, man? Shout out on the new promotion.
Good with you, man.
What's happening?
Shout out to Rick for the new promotion, man. You know, it's going to be
Hit the home phone.
sweet without working side to side by my guy every day. You know what I mean? We had our times and stuff. He always came in with the laughs and joke, kind of make work a little bit fun for you, you know? So shout out to Rick and his new journey, man, you know? Tonight, we talking cashing out on our culture. You feel me? Cashing out on our culture. For us, not by us. You know what I mean? We're going to get right into it, break it down on what we mean by these things, and have a great conversation tonight. So tap in, share the live, you know what I mean? If there's something you got something to say about, get in the comments too. Don't be quiet. Don't come and just screen watch now. We need some feedback for we can
we unfriending all the watchers.
Straight up.
Ain't saying nothing. Make sure y'all stay somewhere else. We need interaction. We're gonna say that. I'm gonna say that the whole podcast.
Come on.
Interact.
We trying to do a lot of these.
Hey.
corner.
Help us run it up. I mean, we ain't gonna be over here too long. We ain't gonna be over here too long.
Helps you understand the situation to find a way of making progress.
Let's get it, man. We're gonna get right into it though. So tonight's topic, as I said, I don't know. Can we put a banner up down there, guy? Like the cashing out banner, so people won't be coming in asking what we talking about. This is what we talking about. Cashing out on the culture. You You know what I'm saying? For us, not by us. So it's been said,
not by us.
What's that?
I said for us, not by us. You gotta put emphasis on that, right? You gotta put emphasis on that when you say cashing out on the culture. I don't really think motherfuckers understand what we mean when we say cashing out. Like we talking about generational wealth that has been built on the backs of our fucking people.
Facts.
You know what I'm talking about? It's literally families.
Yep.
It's families.
Okay.
That bring generations in this world that will never have to fucking work, will never have to want for shit, will never have to go hungry, will never be worried about their food, their shoes, or none of that basic necessity shit that all humans need because of some shit that started 400 down there 500 fucking years ago and is still paying to this fucking day.
Man.
So I just want you motherfuckers to understand what the fuck we talking about when we say cashing out on our culture, because motherfucker cashing out is an understatement.
Hey man, I need to hit that
corner. A piece of advice.
We ain't even got to play the whole drop on that junk, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, basically facts. So man, as we know, or some people may not know, you know, it's been a lot of people been boycotting, basically, you know, like certain cultures, businesses, you know what I mean? Black Americans have been basically like boycotting like the West African businesses and other businesses due to stereotyping stuff going on when we visit the businesses. You know, it's just a whole lot of things that's playing into this. I don't know how to even express it, like on the way that somebody else feel about it, but I can say how I feel about it is I go into a lot of foreign stores where it's people that's here, they own the corner stores in the neighborhood or whatnot, and I receive these type of behaviors every once in a while. You'll walk in, somebody might stare at you too long or looking at you like you might take something like that. On top of being in a black neighborhood, not having black employees, you know what I'm saying? Not offering the same opportunity that you're doing to the other people that's around in the community. But like you said, you get money, you cashing out on us. You know what I'm saying? We come in there because it's convenient. We don't want to go down the street to the Walmart or to the Costco's, you know. So
hurry up and buy.
Yeah, quick corner stop. But yeah, it's a lot. Just, you know, I forget the clip that the lady was talking about, but like for me, like I said, we experienced that a lot just in this little neighborhood and the radius that we in right now, like a couple miles up the street.
When it come to them Africans, and yes, I gotta say it like that, them Africans. I really don't give a fuck how y'all feel about me on that.
What is this? What is this?
It's to me, it's not so much about them trying to come up off of us.
Right.
It's really how they try to position themselves above us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
To look down in a sense.
Yeah. So you come to this country and you already, I don't know, 25, 30, 35, 40 fucking years old. And you come here with a hat in hand type of fucking attitude because you don't know what the fuck is going on in the United States of America. This is your first time being here in your whole motherfucking entire life. Right? But then you make it a point to formulate an opinion on a black man that was born here, raised here, and has endured all the challenges that it takes to continue living in this fucking country.
What up, though?
Like, you know what I'm talking about? So it's like, I my whole thing when it comes to them is, listen, don't fucking come here and try to position yourself to look down on us as if we aren't doing all we can to succeed. And
What up,
this
Will?
ass system ain't the reason why more of us aren't succeeding to the extent that we could.
Come on,
because when you come here, just for them to maintain the supremacy and to maintain that seed of separation that has been sown, they'll give you whatever the fuck you need to start your life. They'll give you financial assistance. They'll give you food stamps. They'll give you a small business loan. You'll get all that shit. And you know who don't get it? Motherfuckers that was born here.
And worked all their life.
Motherfuckers that was born into this ideology that hold on, that black people and our culture is actually supreme, except for the fact that they knew it before we did.
Come on now, corner. Hey, it was a person just came up to me like in a spot that I was in, like in a workplace, and was like, they was looking for the like money exchange people or like something to do with customs or something like that, because they had to get them some forms so that they didn't pay taxes. Like, yeah, I'm a such and such, so I don't have to pay taxes. So I'm listening, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I know this probably will be where you would go for sure for that, but it's just the audacity for that to even be possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
then the opportunity so disproportionate. It's like in this whole world, like it's spread it out to where like you said, like the people that's coming from other countries get the opportunity that we never had with being right here in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's understood.
But you know, I'll say this though, right? Like some things are in place. Some things are in place to encourage. You know what I mean? And like that no tax situation on things that you bring in, if you are immigrating to this country or migrating to this country, or however the fuck you want to say it, those things are put in place to, you know, to entice people to bring new shit, right? But you know, like I know, you know, like there's always that invisible line drawn in the sand where they say, you know, first of all, they say the line don't exist.
Right.
But then, you know, also it's like, okay, well, Financial Lee is saying that these motherfuckers can come over here and get small business loans and da 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 da. I know it.
Right.
I know it. Right. And it's not because
man, what the
my credit ain't this or my business history ain't this. No, you incentivize whatever it takes to maintain this hatred amongst us. That is so clear to see. Like for anybody that's looking and don't have on no jaded glasses, you can see. And what you see is that even the United States government understands that there's a line between black and African.
Right? They created in a sense though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a line.
There's a line
between black and African. And then you say, okay, well, but then there's also a history where they don't tell you where we come from, but then they'll tell you shit like, oh, well, we tired of black people being ghetto, and we tired of the black on black crime, and we tired of this, and we tired of that. Can I ask you a question? Any one of y'all can answer this question.
Talk to me.
Who was the first ghetto in the United States of America created for?
Preach.
I can't say.
You don't know?
No.
You don't know? I know. So okay,
GTK.
check it, right? Check it. So the first ghetto, okay, and if y'all think I'm full of shit, just go Google it because it's that simple. The first ghetto in America was created for poor white people. So you say, well, why are you talking about that? Well, I'm talking about that because of this, right? So by the time black people had acquired freedom in this country, right? Now you have this conundrum of, okay, well, how do we control this, right? Because what was I saying the other day, right? Like, you 400 years of y'all motherfuckers underfeeding, under medicating, under caring for. We didn't get enough water, we didn't get enough food, we didn't get immunizations, and we were sweating our asses off in the hot ass sun, what, 12, 16 hours a day.
Man,
The men's bodies started to look more like some shit off 300 movie, and the women, some kind of way, their bodies was able to recover enough to still bear children.
A piece of advice or information.
So I'm just thinking in my mind, okay, because everybody be like, well, goddamn, what the fuck was it, or what the fuck is it that makes our culture, that everybody has got to do their motherfucking best to stand on top of and suppress, right? Mm-hmm. Just think about this shit, man. If you enslaved a man, okay, and you watch that man, no matter how hard you tried to make that man weak, he got fucking stronger. Wouldn't you try your best to hold that motherfucker down as much as you could too? Especially if you knew that it's 100 fucking million more of him, and all it takes is for you to give one of them enough mental fortitude to influence the rest of them, and it's over.
So what you think, bro, that it'll take for them to understand that, you know, I would say this. Most people that know the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like Caucasian people, whatever it is, like, you know what I'm saying? If you being quiet and you knowing that there's something wrong about what's going on or this and went on, my thing is, I just want to know, do they really feel like, what's the reason that it haven't happened? Every other culture that went through it, and I can't even say that our ancestors didn't fight for the reparations and all of that stuff, like the Indians got their money and all of that, you know what I mean?
You have to admit it, because they gotta admit it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But
right? In order for reparations and remunerations in this country to happen for us, for black people, like, because see, I don't think people even realize, right? Like, when the Japanese and the Chinese and the Jews got reparations, that wasn't a situation where they came over here and they was treated like slaves and they was forced to work for free. No, they just got underpaid. The Japanese and the Chinese got underpaid for the labor they came over here and did. They didn't get forced to do it for free. So the Chinese came over here and they was laying the railroads and they got underpaid. They did not get paid. They got underpaid.
So they get underpaid, but they still get compensated for the stuff that they went through, right?
Yes, sir.
The stuff that they went through, right? But so what I'm saying is, do y'all feel like the reason we haven't got it is because they feel like that we will retaliate against them the way that they did our people all these years?
I don't think it's about retaliation, because you can retaliate without the financial means.
Right, but we haven't though.
You right. We haven't,
especially not to the highest level.
We haven't, because mentally
we're stronger, right?
We are weak. We don't understand what's being done, what's been done. We don't understand what's going on, what went on. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Listen, there's a reason why you got certain people that really harp on miseducation of black people, right? Yeah. And then there's a reason why you got other people that harp on the advantage and the privilege, right? There's all these different avenues where you can just argue and argue and argue. Yeah, we were miseducated. Yeah, they built these housing projects for poor white people. But when black people came along, they subsidized these same poor white people and gave them enough money so they could go to the suburbs and get nicer houses. So there's all these things you can argue. But in my mind, it still all falls back on one principle, one thing that exists. One thing that exists. No matter what you put us through.
Put that back up, guys. That's tight.
No matter what you put us through, no matter how uneven,
it's too fast.
we are going to succeed still. We're going to thrive still, right? But the problem is, and the reason why there's an uproar is not because there's not opportunity, right? It's not that. It's not that because today there's plenty of opportunity.
It is. Right? For certain people, though.
But there's also, because you're right, but there's also still the same ideology that existed when
back in the day
police was catching free men, and if they didn't have the right answers, they was getting beat to death and hung from a tree, or getting beat to death and burned, or getting beat to death and threw in the You understand what I'm saying? Like y'all, like I don't think people understand this shit. Like, we want reparations and remunerations. We want you motherfuckers to fix what you fucked up, and we want y'all to pay us for what y'all made off our backs.
Yeah.
We want you to fix
because it's not a charity. It's not a charity.
Y'all killed hundreds and thousands. Y'all killed hundreds and thousands of our fathers, our uncles, our great-great-grandfathers, our great-great-uncles. Y'all killed them. Y'all hung them from trees. Y'all burned them alive. Y'all beat them to death. Why? Because they was black. Not because
other reason.
They disrespected you, not because they took something from you, not because they raped your woman, not because they abused your kid, but because they was black. And because you was jealous, and because you a bitch.
Check it out, though. Hey, I want to switch directions on it a little bit too. I want to ask a question. This just to the panel and to the audience that be that's tapping in or whatnot. So, mostly when you look at news and media coverage of crime, are we the forefront of the crime that's reported? Not only that, right? But why do you not see other crimes? Like, cause I say this because you said this with the black on black crime, because that's what they always point at. Y'all kill each other. Y'all do this. Every fucking culture kill each other. It's just not publicized like the black people. Now we do. Now it's a lot of stuff. That's one of our main pointers what we need to fix though as a people.
How could it though? Because you know what? Let me tell you something, Joe. I'm glad you said this shit, right? That's a
real though. It makes sense though.
Called the double-edged sword. Yep. And here's why: it cut your ass on both ends. Mm-hmm. Number one, because as black people, we do need to police our shit. We need to clean our shit the fuck up. We need to stand the fuck up, and we definitely need to stand the fuck up in our communities, right?
First.
However, You ain't that don't got nothing.
Isaiah, what it do, bro?
That look,
What up,
that
Isaiah?
don't got nothing, not a motherfucking thing to do with the shit that the motherfuckers, the likes of motherfuckers like J. Edgar Hoover and Ronald fucking Reagan was doing in this motherfucking country to fuck black people over. You understand what I'm saying to you? It don't fucking matter. Yeah, we need to clean our shit up. We need to understand what the fuck was done to us. So we as a people, as a culture, can can formulate a plan to reverse course on this shit that's been done to us. All this miseducation. Motherfucker, we know now. We know now. So what the fuck are we gonna do about it now?
Exactly.
See,
that's what I'm on. What we gonna do about it?
We are now in the information age. We are now in the information age. So whatever you didn't know, you can learn. Whatever you didn't have, you can find. And we already have the mentality. We need the fortitude and the discipline and the wherewithal to understand that this shit is an uphill battle.
Yeah.
And the only motherfucking way to get through it is to fucking start and not worry about what the fuck is gonna feel like.
Right. Fight. You gotta fight for it or we ain't gonna get shit. And like my thing is this. Like, so a lot of people speak on this thing like that 20 versus 1 that you seen with the girl Amanda and stuff like that. I liked their content so much because I feel like it was just one lady that was like drilling them on everything they was coming about, like how the guys was coming about, you know, reparations and what are we gonna do if everybody receive this amount of money, they might go buy rims and this and that, bro. That it doesn't matter. That shit ain't got nothing to do about. We don't care about how they spend their money, bro. Yeah. It's not a charity, and it's something that we take care of. Like, it ain't no pity party type thing. Like, oh yeah.
Do you talk about how white people spend their money?
Right. And then we look at it like, oh, they complaining or this and that. Nah, well, we gonna complain until we get some change then, because that's what need to happen. But like you said, it's formulate a plan and structure some real, like, I think first it's gonna start in our neighborhoods. You know, we people that are respected in our neighborhoods and we come from it. We already been making pennies look good our whole life. You know what I mean? So I can feel why the oppressor may be, oh, well, yeah, we know they deserve it, but we ain't going to give it to them because of, you know what I'm saying? Because of this fact. So then you put in place, like I said, like the crime that's being reported from everything that we do. They bash our characteristics so bad. Black people this, black people that, black people this. But we the most influential culture in the fucking world. Like, period. It ain't nobody that don't like how black people do shit, cook, dress, talk, you know what I mean? And I just feel like, you know, it got to come to a point to where, like, the shit that's, like, just that example right there, black people killing black people, okay, we know that. We do know that that's a big problem in our community, and we can't sway away from it. That's something that we really got to get a hold of, like, for real. But in the same sense, you got these people out here that's killing. You might have a man in the suburbs that killed his wife, put in a deep freezer, and she was in there for 3 weeks. It'll never be brought to the light on the media, but it'll be in the newspaper. And it won't specify.
At the same time, too, bro, like, here's the thing, right? Like,
and I know you had some too.
As much as we say black on black crime, right? Yeah. I think that there's like a conditioning factor in there that we leave out all the time, right? Like if all you see is black on black crime, whenever you turn the TV on, like you said something about the crime, you know, like the white dude will kill his whole family and woo. Yeah, okay, yeah. But let's dig deeper though, right? Because, like, let's look at all of the serial killers in this country. Okay, the let's look at the most, basically all the school shootings from the school shooting all the way up to the high school and college school shootings.
What was the first one you can remember, bro?
So the first school shooting I ever remember, like really remember, was Columbine.
Yeah. We was what, junior high or elementary?
Yeah, we was in elementary school, about to go to middle school. You probably was already in middle school. Y'all both was.
Yeah.
But I was in like the 6th grade when that shit happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the 6th grade when that shit happened. And I just remember, like, I mean, now I can recall myself being like, not like, you know, like probably thinking that it wasn't even, you know, just like that big of a deal, because like, okay, like they in Colorado, they ain't here with me right now. They ain't nowhere near here. So I'm not, you know, I'm not in danger.
Isaiah, man.
I'm not in danger. But it, you know, but you fast forward almost
live video set.
like,
Only
okay,
me.
well, holy shit, like, man, like, well, my daughter in high school, 2 of my daughters in high school now, what the fuck? Like, it, you know, but black people, you know, we don't plot that way, right? Like that cowardly way, right? We don't plot that way. I say that cowardly way because, like, I don't really feel like you can find too many black people that's trying to do shit and motherfuckers don't see them coming. We want you to see us coming because we want you to know that when you see us coming, it ain't shit you can do.
Right.
You know, but these motherfuckers, we gonna plot and we gonna scheme and we gonna sneak and we gonna collect this and we gonna collect that. These motherfuckers literally was collecting the weapons that they used to do all of this shit for like a year or more. I'm like, who the fuck holds that kind of grudge?
We got to get these young brothers with these switches and put them to a purpose work, not like influencing them to do nothing wrong, but when it's time to fight and stand on some revolutionary shit, that's what like my mindset is. Like with it, I'm just real low tolerance about the bullshit when it comes to like, you ain't finna treat me no type of way. I'm not finna be quiet and I'm not finna be in fear because you in power to terminate me from a job or make it harder for me in society. We got to get past that fear. Because they didn't have that shit coming up, you know, like our ancestors, they ain't had it, but they had the mind power and then they united well to make plans. But it's still was bullshit going on within our culture then. There was still some stuff. Some stuff that was going on to why we didn't make it as far as we could have with the fight they put up. You know?
It was that U19. It was that U19 that you talk about that really discouraged, you know, their reaction to that us uniting, and you know, the Rosewoods and the Black Wall Street situations, like, you know, the Lake Lanier situations where, you know, whenever, you know, we are minding our business and we are tending to what the fuck tends to us and we are thriving, then these sons of bitches, they can't be happy with that either. Like, motherfucker, we don't need you. We don't need your tax dollars. We don't need your support. All we need you to do is get the fuck out the way and stop being a hating piece of shit, and we'll be cool.
Right.
You know, but it has never been a situation where they just want to leave us alone.
We need to get some of them. We need to get some of them on the panel, bro. We need to really reach out to some of these people and have that uncomfortable conversation, because my thing is, like, if they kids came to them and asked them that question, like, what legitimate answer can you give them for why you did a certain people a certain type of way? And this ain't no, man, bro, we gonna lay down this household. I know my boys on the panel, we gonna lay down about the fight when it comes to our rights and being treated fair and stuff like that. Whatever we got to do, we gonna do it. If you a motherfucker that's don't do that because you can lose the job and all that master ass shit, bro. I'm so sick of being around people that understand that we have been fucked over, but not want to put in the work to help us get to where we need to be. And it ain't gonna change everything, but what it can do is make stuff better for these younger kids that we got that's coming up and grandkids and stuff like that. I don't want my kid to have to go to these public schools. And look how this man doing with all this stuff he doing with the. First of all, we got a president that's a 32 whatever count type, and then you take a person whether they black, white, or whatever, American period, they get a felon and they can't get jobs for like 7 years. Like it's gonna be very hard depending on what level of trouble you get into. You know what I'm saying? If it's a murder, then on down. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like you really like blacked out, blackballed. You know what I mean? To where you gotta create these other things that they do, like say for instance, like they want to always say the drug deals, right? The drug dealers and this and that. Okay, when we understand that drugs can't flood a neighborhood without a top person that's connected to government, then we'll stop making them excuses and shit like that. Like, and then y'all locking these people up that's good at doing these little things, right? But then y'all not holding the person accountable. What you say, brother?
My comment.
Yo, John.
I respond to your question. Your first question.
About the news, like them reporting black crime more than they do any other crime.
You asked us both a question.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna bring up.
Shoot.
They keep talking about black people this, black people that. Animals, drug dealers, violent, blase. But we are not the creators of anything that's had influence for y'all to look at us like that. Zero of it. That's what's so bad about it. Zero of it. And we didn't volunteer to be here. Didn't even volunteer to be here. So when you want to look at us and call us animals and blase, the culture, well, people in a certain culture that brought us here are the main criminals.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you write a constitution and you expect everybody to hold up to the constitution, but you don't have nobody of no type of color writing these laws, but you keep saying go back to the origin, and you keep saying make America great again, but there was never any inclusion besides labor. That's all it's been. Inclusion is only in labor, not in laws.
Facts.
We ain't connected to no type of roots. You know what I mean? You got us over here believing sweet potatoes is yams, all type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, simple shit.
Hold up, don't forget. And don't forget how they call us apes. Right? Yeah. Hold on.
Why? Because of the strength?
Yeah, they call us apes. I'm finna remind you, because you remember we talked about it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
They call us apes, but then they also say that the apes evolved into people, or that the people that are closest to the apes are the most natural. Yeah. So last time I checked,
they made the pictures of it too. They made the pictures.
Yeah. So
we do none of the artwork, by the way, none of the graphics.
Checked, right. There was like this test. That they did, and they gave it like a 1 through 10. Y'all remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. A test that they did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and how they said like black people is like a fucking like a 9 out of 10 when it comes to our comparison to apes, right? And then they say white people was more like a 6 out of 10. But then you say, well, okay, well, why? Well, our whole
we're missing them comments, anyone?
Structure, right?
Yeah. Nah, we ain't missing no comments.
You know what I'm talking about? Our structure, our makeup, our intellect, right? Like I don't even think people understand the multitude of what it is to say, okay, well, fuck, man. Black people have never had a fucking even playing field.
Never.
Yet they are nowhere near eradication. Now I want to paint you motherfuckers a picture, because I want you to really understand what the fuck I'm saying when I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay,
and then Lee, and make sure you touch on how 2 black people can make a white person, but 2 white people can't make a black person.
Facts. Listen, if you so we all understand a 5-on-5 game, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so if we being honest and fair, yeah, let's look at the cultures and the ethnicities of people as a 5-on-5 sport, yeah. So you got black people, you got white people, you got Japanese. We're gonna break Asians up because it's quite a few.
Yeah.
Different types. You got the Japanese, you got the Chinese. All right, man. Let's just throw some, I don't know. Let's just throw some fucking Indians in there for
them Usos in there. Usos.
Right? All right. So
what up, Us?
If the Indians had came over here and they were the slaves of the fucking worst of the worst white people, right? Like that's when I don't even think people understand. Like we are adhering to laws, rules, and regulations that were literally written by Europe's worst people. They're fucking worst. They was literally pulling motherfuckers out of jail and putting them on the boat and saying, yeah, go west. And if we don't see you motherfuckers ever again, oh well.
That's crazy, man.
So you say, okay, well, put it to you like this, right? On the left side, you got the black people. And on the right side, you got all these other cultures, yeah? And all these other cultures, they just take turns shitting on us, right? Except for we still right here. And all y'all still over there doing all that shit y'all do, right? And the reason why I put it like that is because it is, right? Like you said, black on black crime, and we know for a fact that is a creation of the white motherfuckers that control the media. Because why?
For sure.
They're not gonna report on Billy Joe that killed all his motherfucking kids and then killed his goddamn wife, and then the bitch wasn't even man enough to stand up, so he killed himself. They ain't gonna report on that, and they damn sure ain't gonna report on it as frequently as it fucking happens. Why? Because then they look just as bad as us, or they look worse.
The same thing they ain't gonna tell on themselves about this stuff that they've been doing all these years. That's why they can't accept the fact.
Exactly.
And just say it and speak and hold themselves accountable. It's always swept under the rug.
And I really just want motherfuckers to understand one fucking thing. Like everybody holler about this make America great again. Bitch, America ain't never been great.
At all.
America ain't never been great. The motherfucker y'all credit with fucking finding this goddamn country or discovering or whatever the fuck y'all want to say Christopher Columbus is, that bitch was a pedophile. He was a pedophile. He was a rapist. He was a racist.
It sound like somebody we know now.
And he fucked men.
Sound like somebody we know now, to be honest. But hey, you know what? I wanna like them some great points right there on that part of the game. Cause this is a broad subject, you know what I'm saying? But getting more of on what the people that look like us need to understand in this this place we call America too. We gotta really have some conversations with people that like you said, they benefit off the country, cash out for us, but not by us. At any point, y'all seen what I sent to the group the other day where dude was like, well, yeah, the African dude was like, well, yeah, if this was to happen, I know that I can run back home. You can't go back home. You ain't got no place home.
Ain't no going back home.
But see, so exactly, it's already telling you that it ain't gonna be how it's gonna be where it's at here, and we already know that. So my thing is this: while y'all here and while y'all in America, it's a lot of stories that I done heard from different ethnic background groups, and oh yeah, well they told us don't do this and that. So just cause a person tell you not to mess with a person that look like you gonna do it. You ain't gonna get no self interaction or you know what I mean, your own experience from that to determine if you're gonna deal with them people or not. So I don't buy that at all. You know what I mean? That's just a way of selling out and you trying to say that basically you really don't give a fuck. Like you said, you can run back home when you want to.
You making the choice. That's you making the choice. And you want to separate.
You ain't trying to understand. You're not trying to understand.
You know what? You feel like they not trying to understand, and I feel like they understand completely, and that's why they do how they do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I feel like they understand completely.
Yeah. But they ain't have them. They ain't got to break it down.
Motherfuckers, you don't think these motherfuckers understand that it was they ancestors that got tricked and played and treated like bitch ass motherfucking cowards.
Yeah, but listen, hey, we had this conversation when I brought a brother on here before that was from LIB. That's a good like an activist out there and stuff like that, and he basically said that they are uneducated about those type of things, like certain stuff like that.
Yeah. So your great granddaddy was a whole motherfucking punk ass bitch. He let these white boys bring him some goddamn dye. And because these white boys kept bringing him dye, he kept giving them whole motherfucking human beings.
So you have Jay Scott in the video?
Come on.
So you have to think like this, though. You have to think like this, too, though. Like, if coming from a place that's Africa, right? So it's a couple reasons to why I feel like they look at us a certain way. One could be that they manipulated by whatever the government tried to tell them, don't hang around these people. It's actually a brother that told me, bro, that it's commercials out that show them like this is what happened in black neighborhoods and stuff like this. This dude from Africa, man, that was telling me this. Like, so understanding what we go through as Americans, it ain't hard for them. Like you said, it's blank. It's right in front of their face. It's just they have options. They have different things that they can do. They ain't finna fight for no shit that they know they can run from. They can go back home next year and be straight. So this is what I say for the people that is here and that don't understand black Americans. That this is how it goes.
They said the crooks and thieves are trying to define and punish crooks
and thieves. Facts. But you know, my thing is this, like I said, you go into they stores in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. But when you go in there, you get stereotyped, you get like an uncomfortable vibe. And then not only that, when you look at staffing in these places, like I'm trying to understand why is it no black Americans in these businesses that y'all benefiting off of? You know, if you say you stand and you fuck with the people that look like you, the opportunity for work will be across the board as well. You know what I'm saying? Every restaurant that I done went in, I swear to God, I can count on my hand. I've never seen
everything on Amazon.
Look, I've never seen
on Amazon.
I've never seen an African American working in the African business. I never have.
Hey, look, because why am I going to support? Why am I going to support a motherfucker who I see physically that's gonna disrespect me? That don't understand my struggle in this country. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we struggle in this country. We might not make it look like it, but we struggle in this country. It's always 2 times harder for me to get the same thing that white boy sitting to my left and that white boy sitting to my right can get. It's always 2 times harder for me to get the same shit that they get. But you want me to give a fuck enough to support your fucking business when I can go to Walmart and get that shit for $2-3 cheaper, but then you ain't gonna stand with me in this country as a black man when you a fucking African. You gonna be a goddamn African when the rubber meet the fucking road. So you goddamn right, I'm going to Amazon, bitch. Fuck your business. You don't give a fuck about my life. Fuck your business.
Right. And then you know what? They double tax on certain stuff in their stores too. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like when you just go to the hair stores, opposed to going to the hood, like over there, 7 Mile in Minnesota. You know what I mean? Like stuff that you would get in there, like whatever it may be, edge control or whatever these beauticians doing for stuff. If you go to an African shop, it's gonna be like double that price on life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So my thing is it gotta be some understanding and it gotta be some respect about this shit. Like y'all can't come over here looking down on people like, oh, we ain't take advantage of this and that without knowing what the fuck we up against. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't for us to press that into y'all heads or nothing like that. That's for y'all to do that work. Y'all need to go research what we done been through and stuff like that. We shouldn't have to come and try to educate you on it because you already coming with a snobby attitude about it. You ain't trying to understand. You don't give a fuck, really.
You a stupid motherfucker that's gonna facilitate that environment and pretend like that shit ain't got nothing to do with you because it ain't.
It ain't happening to me.
You hear me, man? Fuck you.
It ain't happening to me.
Fuck you and fuck your business. And I'm with all the homegirls on YouTube right now that's boycotting all you motherfuckers. I'm with them. I'm giving them likes. I'm giving them views. Hell yeah, because why the fuck not? Like if we not gonna stand up to the white motherfuckers, you at least need to stand up to them because they ain't doing shit but getting brainwashed by the white motherfuckers to come over here and look down their nose at us. Bitch, I'll knock your ass off the horse. How about that?
Hey, with that being said, we're gonna knock them off the horse. We're taking this commercial break right now. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Y'all keep it locked. You tuned into the H.O.G Podcast show, hardest podcast on the planet. Yeah.
I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed. I speak to the young and I speak to the youth. If it's not me, then I know it's not you. I'm thanking God cause I know I can't lose. I'm praying up so I figure my moves. I'm planning out lessons, I'm taking a quest. It's me versus me, don't know who the best. These words hitting hard, the center is chest. The crown is heavy for whoever is best. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed.
Walking up slow, but I'm standing on business. A king with the crown, my queen be the witness. Mentally tough, you can't play with my fitness. I value my family, that be the richest. Hop out the whip and I'm blessed. Yes, I cannot deal with the mess. Stress, problems we get off our chest. Yes, God, he gon' carry the load, I'm blessed. Look to the clouds for my energy. Grandma, I'm fit for my enemies. I hope that you peeping the synergy. I be a king till they preaching my eulogy. How can I lose when I'm royalty? Bridges I'm burning, they came with no loyalty. Give me my flowers and feed me my grapes. I'm due for some women this morning.
I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain. Thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, I'm blessed.
Yeah. Come on, man. You already know what the fuck it is, man. H.O.G the brand. I'm like, fuck they saying. Cheddar. Ayy, nobody coming close, I move just like a ghost. Almost winter time. Should I hit them with the project or continue making moves? Let the spectators watch it. Can't overlook this shit, bitch. My grind too obvious. Spontaneous trips, landing on islands. Graduated, no more public housing. Bought a home, the young niggas clowning. Assets don't lead to progression. Better stack up your money and invest in some shit. Entertainer like MC Hammer. Hey, we back in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. H.O.G Podcast, cashing out on the culture is the topic tonight. For us, but not by us. You did, like bro said, emphasize that. After the break, y'all know we go into birthday shots out, and then we're going to hop back into this hot topic. For the month of August, man, I got a lot of people, so bear with me. Shout out to my daddy. His birthday was just this week on the 20th. Also, shout out to my auntie mama, Tina Taylor. She turning a great age here on a couple days, 4 days. She'll be having a birthday. Yep. Then my
hit the horn.
Yes, sir. And then my daughter Sanaya, she just turned 16 on the 18th. My uncle Junior, my granddaddy James, my cousin Felicia. And also, we can't forget about this very special person. Man, very special to my childhood and my upbringing, Zeddy B. Jackson. Her birthday was on August the 15th, man. She rest in peace.
Big horn.
Grandma, you know what I mean? She put a lot of stuff in us, you know what I'm saying? And we just continuing to try to carry her legacy on and do what we're supposed to do as spiritual human beings. And you know what though?
You hit that horn. I know
we got to get right back into that though, because I feel like, man, the spiritual life in what we talking about tonight is kind of like, like a lot of people see this and be like, yeah, let God handle it and this and that. And I get all that.
Dude, yeah, I got one too.
Y'all got, go on, shoot them out then. Shoot them birthdays out.
24 August. 24 August. That's gonna be Ain't Boogie.
Happy birthday before your birthday, Ain't Boogie.
Let's burn.
Yeah.
Let's burn.
What you got?
My big brother, Mon. Everybody knows Mon. Mute nickname. Big brother out there back in Humboldt. You know what I mean? Big broski.
Shout out
His
to
birthday, 17. My aunt Jackie, same day. My granddad, same day. My second oldest brother, the next day, the 18th.
There was some sexing going on 9 months before August. Like,
yeah, man, it was a bit hot. Not in the boat. My cousin, Chris. Big Chris, what we call him, Big Chris.
Yeah.
Shout out No Dawn, R.I.P. Rest in peace. He celebrated his birthday.
I ain't even got my happy birthday chant back in the background tonight.
We're gonna have to add some. We're gonna have to throw some little happy birthday music in there when we doing that too.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that had a birthday this month, man, and everybody that's gonna have one soon. So,
trying to think of anybody else. I know it's more people, but. Yeah, shout out to what's the sign? What's the sign?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Leos and Virgos.
I think it's Virgo season right now.
Yeah, because Libra's approaching, you know what I'm saying, the hardest people.
Yeah.
on the planet. Libra's approaching.
You know soon, right? What you got? 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Yeah, we got a couple more weeks. We're gonna have to do something big on this joint for the birthday pod.
The hardest season ain't,
man.
It ain't yet. It's too early to talk about some Scorpios.
Yeah, we got it.
It's never too early to talk about them scopes.
It's too early to talk about some scopes. We ain't on the scopes right now. We balanced out, man. We coming up after the Virgos and the Leos, so we finna get balanced.
Twan too. Shout out to Twan. Twan had a birthday.
For sure. Shout out to Twan.
Hey, baller, was it 2 weeks? Big baller 2 weeks, but we'll do it then.
We shout him out now. Shout out to Baller in Germany, man.
I ain't gonna be on here on the 5th. Let y'all know.
It's good.
That's Big Baller birthday, and that's Eden birthday.
Eden action figurine.
Eden and Big Baller birthday same day on the 5th, Friday.
Shout out to him.
You know how we do it over here, man. We're gonna be upside down.
Literally. I went out there, them folks had me so drunk in Germany. But man, getting back to this task at hand that we get, you know what I mean? Like even being into the spiritual thing and stuff like that, I know it's a lot of stuff we gotta let go and let God on. But like for us, like the natural stuff that we going through, if we don't push this agenda and this narrative and fight and do what it takes for it to be fairness and equality and people get treated the same, then our areas like some people think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible. So I just think it ain't drilled enough to make a motherfucker. Man, we can start doing all different types of things.
But there's we talked about it, bro.
Yeah.
We talked about it this week. We've been talking about this all week. And the one thing, or like for me, when I say okay, when I agreed for cashing out on our culture, right? We talked about the music, we talked about the prison system, right?
Yeah.
The entertainment business.
And then we talked about media, the media,
Yeah.
Right?
I got one we need to talk about after you.
So when we talk about those three things, right? Statistics, fuck statistics. You know why I say fuck statistics? And I'm learning, right? I'm learning as I'm educating myself higher, because I want to be a master of accountancy, right? And so one of the things that I need to be able to do is I need to be able to understand data, and I need to be able to understand data analysis,
Mm-hmm.
And so as I'm learning, I told Guy this shit the other day. I said I'm probably the worst nigga to teach some more shit to. God know a lot already. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting, I'm like, okay. Because all these years, we say, oh, the prison system is made up of 92% black men and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da and da-da. Okay, all right, shut the fuck up. Because can I ask you a question?
What it is?
What data are you using? And whose data is it? And how true is it? Does this data include as many of the same variables as you can find? Or does it just include the variables you want it to include so that the analysis says what you want it to say? See, because here's what I can tell you as an accountant, right? Like I can add to something, or I can take away from something as much as I want to, as long as I ain't got nobody looking over me to make sure I'm doing this shit the right way. You see what I'm saying? Like if I need this motherfucking financial statement to say this number at the end, I can fudge them inventory numbers, or I can fudge that revenue number, or I can, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I can manipulate the data to do what I needed to do. You see what I'm saying? So we've been all these years we've been black on black crime, and didn't even know that black on black crime in itself is something that was created. And if you ask me, I don't feel like there's no fucking such thing.
Hell no.
Because I don't know, because what I do know is that right, when you think about how that natural feeling that you feel when you around a whole bunch of black people. My natural feeling when I'm around a whole bunch of black people is comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm gonna die. I don't feel like I'm gonna get hurt. I tell you, I'd have been in the same position with the opposite, and I was real motherfucking uncomfortable and on guard though.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So,
it is certain, like, it is certain areas that you can go in that will make you feel uncomfortable, but uncomfortable to somebody else is not for us, like you said, because we already immune.
We grew up around the worst.
Yeah, we already immune to it. Right.
Really like that. You feel what I'm saying?
We already immune to it.
The worst of what they call the worst of the worst. I promise you probably didn't had a conversation with that man, and he told you some shit, taught you some shit, or told you some shit to look out for that saves your motherfucking life.
Yeah. Shoot you.
I know I did.
I know you were saying that you need to. I know you were saying you wanted to touch on something.
For my main thing about the cashing out, what we're saying, cashing out on the culture for us, not by us, is all the businesses around our community, the stores, everything like that. You know what I mean? We are not the owners of what's around us already. But one thing we do is we show up with the money to keep their business going.
Hell yeah.
So if we keep showing up with the money to keep their business going, that means you can show up to the business to show up with the money to create the businesses where we supporting ourselves when it comes to food, transportation, just giving back to the community, everything. Like, it's so much that we do that we don't control, that we have to go get from somebody else, or we have to give other people outside of our culture accolades for bringing it to us, which is the problem. It's a lot of people, like where I'm from. I can speak for where I'm from. It's a lot of businesses that also have to be accountable for how they present their business. When it comes down to your media and marketing, we just not coming how we supposed to be coming. But the resources are there. It's people like Cho, it's people like Lee, it's people like me that are here. We got God-given talents, which we worked hard for to have, to present, to be asked to push money into us to then give you a product that enhances your business. We exist in a system that y'all not fucking with, including this podcast right here. This is a whole system. We've been doing this shit for like 3 years or more.
Yeah.
We have created a system to show you and to tell you to help you enhance everything around you when you're complaining about something not being a black owned. But as soon as you come out the gate with whatever you trying to present to the community, your consistency is trash. Your presentation is trash. So that's why we saying for us, but not by us. Y'all, and then you give up. You give up because you're not getting the support, because you're not presenting yourself like you're supposed to be presenting yourself. You're showing up every day, and it ain't even about the work. Some of y'all products is amazing. Some of y'all food is amazing, but you'll stick a poster on the outside of a building with your business name on there. Because you ain't trying to, and then you'll be open for a year and still don't fix that. So when you drive through the hood, this is the difference between making sure the hood shines and everybody else shines. You won't drive through our strip. Why? Because our names are not in bright lights. Our logos are not in the bright lights. They're on posters. The brightest thing I seen on the hood store is the open sign.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna go in there and get what you want. Sometimes the hours ain't consistent. You know what I mean? That's what I want to speak on. Like, we can talk about the white people all we want to, but hey, we got some shit that's in our control, that's in our hands right now, that people from the past have fought for us to have. So this little bit that we got really is a lot when y'all open y'all eyes and y'all spend y'all Newport money to go fix that.
I mean,
you spend your Costco money to go fix that. You know what I mean? You spend your Patron money to go fix that. You spend your gas money, your gas money to go fix that. That's all it really takes. I don't see nobody making sure the basketball courts got the right lines on the 3-point line and blah, blah, blah. I don't see people that come from where we come from and hoop like we hoop, setting up community basketball tournaments and stuff and putting out T-shirts. But we can do it. It's here. First of all, it's here.
Yeah,
I can print T-shirts and make your basketball team look good, and now we can do jerseys for baseball, basketball shorts, all of that. We can do all of that and make it look good. So once y'all focus on the real business, the consistency of making your business look good and stuff like that, it attracts outside people outside of your race and your community. The same thing they've been doing to y'all since forever. When they built that mall, you went. When they built that Stoney's back in the day, you went. Because it looked good. I don't know how many times I went to Ryan's. How many
Ryan's
times
Steakhouse.
After
church.
Hey, now guess who?
Good. What? Oh, you eat buffet? What?
What's so crazy is people will leave church to go to Ryan's when most of the people at church can cook better than Ryan's, but won't put the money together to build a business. I ain't never seen a church build a restaurant. Hey, come on to this restaurant. Y'all know the mothers of the church is cooking for real, for real. Come sit down at this buffet.
These are the things that you prove, right? When you say, you know, so that's a receipt what you just gave, yeah? And you say, well, what is that a receipt for? Financial. That is a receipt for the fact that we've been miseducated. Because here's what I know for a fact, yeah.
Mismotivated.
I'm literally, and I told guy like, bro, I'm gonna put a franchise on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna look at it, and we gonna see if it makes sense. And if it makes sense, we gonna do it. I told Cho, I say, hey, bro, you need to think about a subscription type service for the detailing service.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't give a fuck about what they say or what's been done. Listen, we gotta, and I'm piggybacking off Gotti, and I'm going a little bit further, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right.
First of all, right, I agree 100%, right? And I'll tell you, right, like we always talk about, well, we can't afford and it costs too much. And listen, that's tangible, right? Like, that's tangible. It costs too much. That's tangible, right? And why you, well, financial, why you talk about tangible? Because you can change it.
Mm-hmm.
You can change it. We gotta support each other. Do you think Walmart was always the cheapest motherfucking store you could go to and buy all the shit you need? Or do you think that the more that they got supported and the more business they got and the more money they made, they figured out ways to subsidize, make deals, bring folks to the table that was willing to deal and make things more affordable. See, but the thing is, right, if we don't ever start, then how do we ever get to, like we don't even know because we won't even support. Like we won't even start supporting. So we can see if it'll get cheaper or if it'll make a difference.
Yeah.
And it will.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely will. So I don't know what the battle is about that though with us with that though, like the support system thing. Like, that's a major point that you made right there because I be feeling like it's just like how we were saying with the oppressor that you ain't gonna give us the opportunity to be on the equal playing level because you scared of all of the bad shit you already did. But if like we were saying, if this how you know black people love God, bro, because we haven't retaliated on a revolutionary level. Yeah. We've never like it's been eras to where they was almost there, but like I'm talking about this generation right now, the attitude and all of this stuff that we have against each other, we have that we can turn this stuff around and make shit go in our favor if we wanted to be honest. You know what I mean? And this is what this president guy is pushing this into, like when it comes to all this shit that he doing specifically aimed at like a group of people, that taking this certain resource from society is affecting a certain people. That shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so what you're really trying to do, you want to push it to the level to where it's that. But what we have to understand already before that happened, that we can't be just trying to get this shit together, and it's a lot of us that ain't gonna even stand with each other. That's just being honest. Yeah. But we got a lot of people that's on some revolution. And when I say revolutionary, I ain't gonna even sweet cake it or nothing. If you down with this shit, you down with it. If not, on the other side, it ain't no in between when they come to when this shit really pop off. And the fight within jobs, like nigga, you shouldn't be being quiet if you being discriminated against or you getting it's some person that's getting opportunity that you have certificates and experiences about, and they getting it because of the color of their skin, but they doing fucked up actions to be denied just like they denying you. You ain't really even doing nothing to make them come at you like how they coming at you. So my thing is, if it's something going on wrong within this system or whatever you working or whatever we doing, you have to fight against that shit. In our own communities, we have to fight against not supporting each other and stuff like that. Now, it's going to be some people you not going to support. It's some people that just not going to support us. That's cool. I'm not finna force you to do that, but for the ones that says, let's go. Because when it get to the point where it hit the fan and everybody thinking like, well, we talk all this shit, and we've never had seminars or like call meetings to where like we gathering together as a whole, as a people, and we gonna dissect and structure what does it take for us to really get reparations without us having to be out here selling dope and taking the easy route and shortcuts and all this shit. What does it really take? And then we have people appointed in different areas. Like when you think about the lawyers, the police officers, the Supreme Court judges and shit like that. We get people in these places too. You know what I mean? We got people in these places that can put together a plan and structure some stuff that can help us get to where we treat it fairly and equal. And if you feel like it's a complaint or go ahead, got it?
No, go ahead, finish your statement.
But if you feel like it's a complaint, then you ain't one of us then. That's just being honest. I don't give a fuck how it come off. Like, we can sit back and say this and that. I want better for my children. I want better for their kids. I don't want my kids to have to go and minimize themselves because no other culture do it. We the only ones got to minimize. Courtney, your dreads look intimidating, or every time you speak back to a motherfucker or stand up for some shit that you know that's not right, then it's, he's unapproachable or he's too aggressive. He's coming off wrong. You fucking right, I'm aggressive. But I'm aggressive in a positive way because you're not going to even say I'm aggressive. I'm passionate. Us as black people, we speak with passion because of the pain that we've endured through all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And we can't let this shit get scratched off. This ain't about no hate. This ain't about no black and white type shit. It's about what's fair and what need to happen. Point blank, period. From my perspective, you know what I mean?
Yep. So I just got a opportunity to really go purchase a place back home, a store that's known in the community, you know, making all the stuff that we like to eat. You're gonna get your snacks and stuff like that. That's in the hood. Your bologna sandwich, your burger, you know, all of that hood stuff. Got an opportunity to it's presented for me to go back home, really, and go get it popping. You know what I mean? Like it need to be. It's around the corner from where my grandma's spot. My grandma had a cafe where she was cooking, and you know, people was coming there playing dominoes, stuff like that. But this is a solidified store, business corner store in the hood. You know what I mean? So, but my thing is, it's fine and dandy, and I'm already getting don't go back home because you know everything different, everything changed. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, my mindset ain't like nobody like that back home. When it comes to progression and me, you know, my marketing, how I'm going to do what I do to uplift the spot in a better place and put it in a better light, better food, better everything. You know what I mean? But also, there's the thing, like I would get good support, but you still have the issue of I'm not going back home to serve nobody burgers and chicken wings through no bars for my safety, through no bulletproof glass for my safety. You know what I mean? Because one of the biggest problem with us is when we get something, somebody ready to rob you because they know you got something.
Yeah.
You know
they
what I mean?
Want to cash out on the culture.
Yeah,
on their own.
This is, you know, I keep bringing it back to us when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Us. This is the reason why we can't move forward. Because like you should really come to us and be like, hey, I need a job. Instead of, I'm gonna come over there and rob you for whatever's in the register that moment.
Right. Or what you need
So
help with.
my
You know what I'm saying?
So now you forcing me to be an entrepreneur and somebody that's potentially gonna put one of your family members in the ground.
I mean, it ain't no potential to do it. Like,
I mean, if it's a potential for robbing, it's a potential to go and put somebody's family member in the
that's
ground.
what's gonna happen.
That's just facts. It's just real. You know what I mean? That's just real talk.
Put me in that situation, like that's what's gonna happen because I'm gonna protect me and mine. Like period.
Like I'm trying to be. You know, we have family members that don't have that opportunity to get that money because they might be a felon and blase, and they ain't getting no money. I mean, they ain't getting no. They out there doing the killing and the robbing, maybe. Yeah. And this is a real opportunity to be legitimate, put some real money in your pocket, so you can walk around, stand tall, and say, "Hey, family member made sure I was good," because the other people don't care about my future. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But a lot of them opportunities get killed because of the climate of the YNs, what they call themselves.
But how do we even fix it though? You know what I mean?
I got a question though. Right? Like, because I think
the ON scared to talk.
One of the because I think like one of the biggest things, right? One of the biggest misconceptions.
Check.
About employment, right?
Yeah.
After you've been to jail, right? I don't think people have ever really like looked into the fact that like there's nothing in like no U.S. code or no law or nothing that like says that you can't employ a felon. Right?
Shit. Well, if it was, they already violated it by us having a prison to get 36.
Right. And so I just feel like, you know, I don't know who I heard say it, but I heard somebody say it like they created this system of incarceration, and then they created this environment where you can't get a job after you've been incarcerated. And it's literally not, there's nothing in black and white, bro. Like nothing. You know, and I just wonder, like, if people even understand that, like, that's that's literally like one of the biggest forms of like racial discrimination.
So are you basically saying we could be getting lawsuits?
Because what is it? Like, black men are incarcerated how many more times than white men?
Yeah.
So when that's a fact, right? Then like that whole, well, we not employing felons, like that just goes right along and go hand in hand, don't it?
Yeah. Hey.
That's what your
you said a mouthful right there, bro.
That's what your president too.
Straight up.
Like why you ain't look at his application and be like, oh no, you can't hold this position because you were a felon. You got all these charges.
Yeah, we get a gross misdemeanor.
Where is it written that you can't be a felon? Where is it written at? Show me.
So you saying basically that we need to, like, people that's getting denied for these jobs, they need to really take it to that point of lawsuit then for being discriminated against and denied opportunity to provide for their family. Yeah, that makes sense though, because like and that's my thing though. Like I think we spoke about this like prior to this man even getting elected, and we was talking about things that will probably have to occur because of him being elected under the, you know, the background that he's elected under. Like, then you got these 36 felonies. So what y'all finna do? Now y'all finna not bother people for having felonies? People, it's finna be back equal for everybody then, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's a key point though, Lee.
Should be,
I feel like, what's it, got it?
It should be, because they judging you off a pattern of past character.
Yeah, we can't improve though. Remember,
but it's
we can't improve.
You don't have the mental capacity to do.
Yeah, we can't improve.
It's also fabricated, man. We can't forget that part, right? Like we gotta make sure we touch on all aspects of this cashing out, bro, because we didn't hit on probably the miseducation piece. We gotta talk about the media and the music, because them two pieces is probably the two biggest pieces. Like we doing something about the miseducation piece right now.
Right.
That's what this is about. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I mean, fuck all the cursing, and I mean, just go check my facts if you don't believe what I'm saying. Like, because what I'm saying is, I'm giving you references. If you don't believe me, reference what I'm saying. Go take the podcast, pause it. When you hear me say something, type that in Google and get your answer. But so by all means, don't hear me say we've been miseducated for all this time and then don't go and look into some shit. You know what I mean? Because that's what we doing this for, so we can influence a different train of thought.
Come on, hit that horn. Hey, look, we got to catch this coming. It was a good one. Jay Scott said, local policy. Most employers are a part of a private corporation, meaning they can set those limits. Now, that's facts. Being a felon is not a part of the laws for discrimination.
Exactly.
But, okay, so like he said, like a lot, like private is the key word that he said.
Private corporation.
So when you private, you can set things, they can do things that's not in the policy. You can create your own shit. Kind of sort of like what I be facing. Y'all know how you know what we talk about. We ain't got to get too deep on here, but y'all know. But that was a good one, Jay. Will said, but the music got the kids. The music had us too as kids, though.
Yeah.
And the only difference in what the music got the kids on now and when we came up is more explicit to the fact of what the subject is. It's kill music for them.
Yeah. That's
just
it.
Straight like that. It's kill music.
Who cashes in on that? Who makes the money?
Come on, man.
Like who makes the money, right?
Yeah.
The
media.
Like who
the media.
We
the media is the one pushing the kill music. It's playing music.
Game. Y'all realize that, right? They changed the whole game, right? Because it used to be about album sales. Now it's about streams. And look at how much money the streams has taken out of the artist's pocket.
Man, facts. And think about I want to add something to that though. I want to add something to that. With we think about the narrative that music has changed to when you go back to Public Enemy and all the different type of people like that, like the KRS-Ones that was really educating through entertainment as well. They weren't just entertaining, they was educating through entertainment for our culture. Nowadays, it's just entertainment for the bag.
Yeah, and it's
kill, get a chain, get some money, rent some cars, rent some Airbnbs, and shoot at each other. You know what I mean?
So what I feel like it does, and this is just me personally, I feel like it facilitates everything that they already cash out on anyway.
Yeah,
right. So I remember. I think the drill music is an evolution of what our generation. Gotti is kind of teetering on the fence. His old ass.
Trippy.
Is teetering on the fence. Like that trap music, right? Because the trap music was us kind of glorifying hustling, but not glorifying the death in it all.
Yeah,
I don't really like. Jeezy is my, Jeezy and T.I. and I mean Gucci Mane before he like really started to transition to more of like how these young dudes act. Those was the dudes in the day though. The trap music was them dudes, and then you go to New York and you got your more prolific, more philosophical. Your Nas and your Jay-Z and
lyricists.
And DMX, them dudes, and like I don't ever remember. I remember it always being like some gangster shit, some hard shit, like some, it gets you motivated to do certain shit, but it don't really get you motivated to kill.
Nah, it don't.
Now it's the evolved, and I feel like that evolution kind of, indirectly facilitates that whole, okay, well, prisons are privatized and we invest in prison systems. So we need these prisons to stay at this amount of,
people, right,
so that we can
we can get this money.
Being profitable. And so I'm like, okay, well, damn, that's they really cashing out on this shit because like, I remember when rap artists was getting signed to rap about whatever the fuck they wanted. And like now I know Akeem Ali is probably one of the coldest like lyricist, this artist. He got the swag, got the vibes, but he ain't talking about killing. And you don't know who Akeem Ali is.
Yeah, that boy bumping.
Unless I sing you. You know what I'm saying about? It's like, oh my God, bro. Like, what are we doing now? Like,
Hey, gotta have something.
That's why, Lee. We can't forget this point right here. All of this shit it's made to endorse all of these brands that's really killing us.
Yeah.
It's made to endorse liquor. It's made to endorse all the weed sale. That's the reason why they legalize the weed, so they can tax it to make them more money. So everything they trying to legalize is to keep us under. You know what I mean? All the alcohol, all the drugs, and all this shit we rapping about, it's somebody's product.
Stay above the substance.
So they're gonna push who is making sure that product keeps getting pushed.
Yeah.
The Cirocs, the Hennessy, the weed, the cocaine for some people, because there's songs for pills and there's songs for everything that's helping them be accumulate generational wealth for their family.
Yep.
And it ain't a problem until it start reaching their kids. Then it's like, oh my God, why are you listening to black music? And they just talk about this and that, and your daughters is going to go get pregnant because you done created a system where people is walking away from their kids and blah blah. You created this. You created this, so you can't complain about it when your kids and your wife or your whatever go catch that DUI or catch that body because they drunk and they done killed somebody. They under the influence of whatever they under the influence of. They want to go kill somebody. They under a drug that made them go eat people, because that too.
Hey, hold on before y'all get to it though. Before y'all get into it. I just want to say this. Because it's always referenced about our music and kill music and shit like this, right?
Yeah.
But we got to keep in mind the rock and roll artist is talking about suicide and jumping off shit and killing shit, and the gothic artists, they doing the same thing, and the same thing is happening to the people. Yeah. And they general that listen to their music, but it's not publicized. It's not put into the media like that.
But what is
that's what I'm gonna say. The media, it go back to you.
That's why I said we gotta make sure all this shit connect.
Yeah, and they do.
If we don't make sure all this shit connect, then it don't make no motherfucking sense.
We don't control none of the industry. To have the influence.
That the shit that goes on in their communities ain't the topic of conversation in the media.
Exactly.
And some of us do have the influence to flip it the other way. People like Yo Gotti, people like Jay-Z, all these other people that own labels are just pushing something. They signing the same shit that's been oppressing us. They signing. Look at everybody that's getting signed. I got my own jewelry and blah blah blah. I got this money in my pocket. They doing like this, spreading the money out. But you ain't seen nobody that's spreading the money out, pulling up with the big chains on. You ain't seen none of their tax returns though, have you?
No.
But like Lee said though, it do all coincide with everything from the system, the jail system, music.
What good is
all of this shit is like
all this shit connect.
Yeah, it coincides.
But what good is it? What good is when you making this type of money? You talking about you making this street type of money, and you going and your so-called OG that's pushing all the death in the streets is telling you to put that money into real estate and blah blah blah. No, none of that shit matter. Putting all that money in real estate and shit like that, none of that shit matter. You ain't influencing nobody. You ain't. Because when they look at you at the end of the day, you sold drugs to get the money to front that shit to make these type of moves happen. And you bragging about it. And then when you got that type of money and you said, man, I'm moving like this, man, I got money, been had money, but you ain't been had no influence on no type of positivity with that money. You done killed a lot of people and turned a lot of people uncles and grandmas and kids and the crackheads. A lot of people ain't here because they didn't know they was getting a bad batch of something that had some fentanyl in that shit. But you survived because you were smart enough not to do your product when you know what your product does to us.
Right. All right, let's get
you smart. If you smart, you smart enough not to do that. You know what I mean? But we don't see it. We don't see
on both sides.
We got three.
Yeah, we don't see. We don't see the positive shit. We don't see no positive shit. We don't see no positive TV series. We don't see no positive TV. We don't see no Family Matters. Family Matters gone. Family Matters gone. Cosby Show gone.
You get exactly.
I'm getting the best like education and influence and motivation when I'm thinking about my kids when I go back and watch a Cosby Show.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch some shit. And I'm like, man, there was some real lessons that we was getting.
The TV shows now is our drama, us showing that we look. That's another thing. The media. Since we touching on media, think about everything that Black people are connected to in the media right now, outside of BMF and these episodes that we like to just watch. All this other stuff is all drama shit.
All goddamn ratchet.
The bad girls, the bad girls.
Nigga love and hip hop.
We can't wait for that motherfucker to die. We can't wait for that drug dealer to succeed. We want to see him push the P. We want to see him with the plug and go up, run it up. We want to see that. All them niggas popping Cristal. We want to see that. We want to see it.
That's the miseducation.
Hey, think about it. We want to see it.
Let's get these.
And then meanwhile, hold on. Meanwhile, while we watching all of this, somebody creating some shit to discredit people that we actually should be following and fucking with.
Yeah.
Somebody creating a system to make sure they follow. You seeing preachers, why you ain't seeing, why ain't glorifying preachers that doing the right thing?
What the hell going on there?
Right. Everything go viral that's negative, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Preacher over here doing this, preacher get ran up on. Niggas fighting in church on the front pew. It's getting glorified, it's getting push.
Yeah, but it ain't, you ain't showing
because we also joined they bullshit ass system. World Star Hip Hop. We joined they system.
Media.
World Star. That's owned by who? A black person?
No, fuck no.
A black person. It was a black dude.
It was.
He was, but he passed.
You start watching it because that's what we wanted to see. We want to see the fight and blah, blah, blah. But all that did is just like the music, encourage us not to, hey, I ain't got to deal with that bullshit. I'll swing on your ass right now. It encouraged us to talk like that. Who encouraged us to talk like how we talking right now? That's going viral. That you keep watching. Keep watching. Your kids come tell you, did you see that positive message that he said? Blah, blah, blah. Now your kids is talking amongst each other about the bullshit because they won't say it around you.
Yeah.
Because
that's put into the mass. The bullshit is put into the mass public. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna get into the algorithm if you speaking positive unless you already got a name or you get some bad.
We are prime examples of that shit.
So let's check this out. Jay Scott said trap music shown both sides of the hustle. Drill is something way different. That's fact.
Way different.
But they the same though. No. That ain't true. That ain't true. Trap music is glorifying selling drugs, killing people in the community. Drill music is celebrating. Drill music is celebrating the same shit. Niggas is on selling drugs, going to go kill people. Trap music was the same shit. Yeah, you ain't fucking with me. You ain't fucking with the plug. I lay a nigga down behind, fuck with my bag and blah, blah. It's the same message.
No, it ain't.
Look at, I mean, what's the foundation? What's the foundation though? Look at the foundation.
Well, trap music was encouraging you.
So first of all, you adding something to trap music that never existed, because that whole kill for revenge shit that never existed in trap music. So you can't add something.
It's more about the money.
You can't add something to trap music that was never there. That was never there.
What'd you say?
Drill music has always been about kill for revenge. That's why I agree when he say it's something totally different, because it is.
All right, so let's go. Let's keep it going on the
definition of drill.
So your boy William said they wrote a book named How to Sell to a Negro.
You know they first cousins though.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Will
Trap and drill is first cousins.
Rock also talked about shooting up schools and crowds, but no one talks about it. Yeah, that's the media.
Come on now.
That's the media piece.
That's what I'm saying. So we got to give ourselves more credit than we do when it comes to certain stuff, because because of the level that is it, and it's catchy though. Look, this is why you will see a motherfucker that ain't never did the type of shit that these rappers talk about, but love that artist like they can understand them though. Mm-hmm. Suburban kid that ain't never had to go through no tough stuff or nothing like that. He loved that artist because of how much that artist is put in his face too. Yeah. It's not just about, you can't relate to him on no level because you ain't lived nothing close to that life.
So you saying it's hard to relate to some positivity and education because it ain't being pushed. They relating to what's keeping down. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm relating to it because I feel like that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's what's cool.
Because there's nothing relatable to let people know that they can do shit that we've been doing. Yeah. That financial is doing in school right now. Still at that age. But he got that background where I already know what the fuck he doing.
Come on, man.
But he keeping pushing. He elevating. Right?
But
he can make a song. He can make a song right now with a hard ass beat.
We don't control motherfuckers that control the message though. And that's why we gotta educate. That's why we gotta educate motherfuckers so they understand what the fuck is coming.
That's what I'm saying. See, for a long time, it's been in the hands of people who could push the negative message that didn't look like us. Now it's a lot of us that's in position to push the right message and won't. And they in position. We can't say they ain't in position. Let's go.
Ain't none of us do nothing about that though. Them motherfuckers that's in position, they won't do it. All we can do is what we doing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And we doing a great job, baby.
Not by us. For us, not by us. Some of the stuff is by us. Now it's by us. Yeah. We don't took segregation, and we done came up a couple of years to be able to get in position to do something and say something. We have influential people who we came up Christian. Okay, you did that. Blase. But flip it though. We came up that way. Okay, flip it though. You're in position to be assigned to here and to there and be way more influential. You got a black person that's influential in the NFL and the message still ain't changed. You got a black person that was the president of the United States and it still just ain't never flipped. How it ain't flipped yet?
Because look how they did. Look how the media did that, man, when he was in office. Like the disrespect that they did because
right?
Hey, bro, we can talk. Look, this podcast.
First thing lawyers do, discredit the individual.
This podcast can go a whole another 2 hours if we even get on it. I'm just being factual.
I think it should.
I'm just being factual though, because my thing is like the things that Obama
podcast right now.
The things that Obama endured while in office, bro. Like it's a lot of stuff. The stuff that he did work on real hard and tried to do, they only try to downplay it. You know what I mean? They downplayed a lot of the stuff that he was trying to do when he was in there. And they made it harder for him. But now you got this man in office that even people that look like him don't even agree with this shit, bro.
Man,
that he doing right now. You feel what I'm saying?
About a black man, you can look at his eyes and know when the motivation gone.
Yeah,
when it just ain't there. And I saw that shit on Obama's eyes.
Right away, like damn near right away.
So let's hit this thing right here real quick.
It's a glossy eyed. I can't do shit because I know I can't.
It was to teach black people skills. Black history is being removed from all. Yeah, that's Trump shit. Like that's Trump shit.
History is currently being rewritten. The new narrative is
but okay. So if they removing it from the museum, why we got a trap museum? Why is there a trap museum? Who needs to fucking know about a trap? Who needs to see half a box Chevy sitting in the building with the bricks with the trunk open? With a nigga chain with his drug dealing clothes he used to wear. Who needs to see that shit? What the fuck is that doing for the community? Niggas will go right over there and take pictures. Go right over there and take pictures though, right? Trap museum. White out. But I know there's historically black colleges that got that legacy. When you walk in their building, they got that legacy on the wall. They got that people. They got them people that was major influences on making sure you got your shit together. You know what I mean? You mean to tell me that we can't put a statue in front of something with somebody that means something, that really did something, that's really doing something? We can't put a statue outside of something.
Hey,
we can't protest. We can't go protest against our own negative shit. We gotta wait till white folks kill us to go protest.
Right.
We can't go protest against our own shit.
I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a whole part of the miseducation, because
tears.
You know, like I know that this whole situation, I don't even know what to call this shit, like that we got going on in our community. It is what I said, bro. Like, what they want you to believe is that, like, you are in danger in the presence of other black people, when in reality that is not the case
at all.
You know, they want you.
Now we got some messed up beings now. We do have some messed up beings.
Like all cultures do.
Like everybody do. Yeah.
But like I don't think what we got going on in our shit ain't no worse than what nobody else got going on.
You right.
And the fucking Fox News and
besides the media shit,
all that other bullshit perpetuates our shit and ignores their own bullshit, because that's the agenda, man. That's a part of the push. That's a part of the push. That's always been the push to keep us where we fucking at.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is nothing fucking new. It's nothing fucking new, bro. Like,
the Russian guy that came and took over Fox.
I was telling y'all, bro. Like,
why was the Russian guy that came and took over Fox?
People don't know,
and Trump don't like Fox.
That Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC way fucking before any of that shit about him raping whoever the fuck.
Yeah, Mickey and not raping, but
that came out.
Yeah,
right. Like, when his son got killed, that was his first. Like, hey, don't do that.
Exactly.
And he kept
pushing.
Nobody talk about that.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Who that is down there?
Auntie Mama in the building. What's happening?
What's going on, Auntie? Like, why is it? Like, why is it that when a black man is trying to really affect change,
she said, hit the thumbs up.
You gotta destroy it. Like, he got
thumbs up for the auntie, man.
You know what
I'm when you got a Cosby or Michael Jackson that's in position to get some real shit,
He got like you
They
gotta
gone.
destroy him. Like I mean, you gotta destroy him. Like destroy him. Like bro, like this, like it's crazy because right, like I think they really escalated with Bill, right? Like they killed his son,
Yeah,
and they didn't fuck with his money, right? And they said, okay, well,
man,
you still gonna keep pursuing this. So now we really gonna fuck your whole life up. And
right.
the court, the whole situation, like it fucked this network up. Like,
why are we so unfair though?
Started, that man was worth $500 million, bro.
But with the money that Bill worth, right, and he got, why are we as a people not backing people like that that's been a top example in our childhood and everything, regardless of what they try to put against them? Because just like we can say the same shit they saying about him, the president that we have now is involved in that same shit, dealing with smaller younger girls.
So that's the thing, right? So you got Bill Cosby, you got all these people.
Motherfucking permanent residence on Epstein Island. You think I'm playing?
Right.
You got a lot of black people already be in trouble. You know what I mean? Some black people do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And because they are part of a system where the money getting pushed ain't from us, they get away with shit until they get into a position of independence.
Yeah, and do on their own. Now you don't
be
need
able
them
to
no
do
more.
on their own. Then it becomes, you a problem because now you have the power to influence and you got some money to take over something that we never wanted you to take over.
Exactly.
Because you're going to control the media, you're going to control what's being seen and blase, and we might flip that into a positive light. They're looking at you as Dr. Huxtable. They're not looking at you as you raped 20 women.
Yeah.
So when you got that, you got certain type of money behind you. Look at
1 million niggas being doctors.
Look at
that shit.
Look at Michael Irvin.
1 million niggas being engineers.
Look at Michael Irvin. Y'all remember
1 million niggas being lawyers?
Look at Michael Irvin. Look at Michael Irvin. How Michael Irvin get off? Because of black money? When that man was making that money for them boys, who was them boys? It wasn't none of us. We wasn't them boys. We still ain't them boys. No matter how much of our boys they put on the field, no matter how many of our boys they put on the field, we ain't them boys. We ain't them boys.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck going on?
I like it though. I'm liking it.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? We ain't never been them boys. We've always been them niggas
on that team.
until they start saying we them niggas.
You right.
They ain't gonna say that shit.
Fuck with them though. I still.
But look, I mean, come on. Look at Karl Malone. Look at Karl Malone. How Karl Malone even get drafted with his history? How he get drafted with his history?
Drafted with his history. This whole mother. Man, look, we not finna go into how these motherfuckers was raping these, man.
Yeah, hey, that's a whole nother podcast, bro.
13-year-old pregnant.
Come on, now.
Would you have drafted them to your team with a
13-year-old pregnant when all they was doing was raping women and little girls the whole time on the boat? What the fuck you mean?
That money. You know that money.
What the fuck you mean? Nigga, y'all do realize that the first mulatto baby.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Nigga,
you know what
the 1700s.
You know what I'm saying?
Mulatto baby.
Nigga. But you do get the point, right? They protect the earners.
So we need, but this the thing.
This you gotta fuck up real bad.
This the thing. For us like us protecting
these organizations
people, like,
have their own lawyers.
Force us standing behind
systems.
Standing behind and protecting people like Bill Cosby and that lady out there, that politician lady out there in LA.
Say her name.
In LA, you know what I'm saying?
Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, but like so it's two levels of things. So we can protect them and come in unison and really show our strength with bagging these people and not let you damage their character just because you didn't found some shit on them. Like Lee was saying, like if that man would have never tried to purchase that media, then this probably would have never even got brought up about him.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
You see what I'm saying?
Like they had to destroy him. Like destroy him. Like take it as most as they can. Like
MLK destroy it.
They don't want us to cash out on our own culture. That's what that explains.
Destroy it.
They don't want us to cash out on our own
destroy
culture.
it.
Yeah, oh,
no, you will. So
destroy it.
So
we so good at what we do that they have to plant people in there to try to fuck us up. Have to plant people in there that intention is to deceive.
I think Martin Luther King was well. I know, you know what? Let's put it like this. Now I'll piss everybody out before we close this bitch out, right? All right, so,
keep going.
Martin Luther. So Kendrick Lamar is today's.
Keep in mind we got two comments too
of Martin Luther King, right? You say, well, why do you say that? Well, because he was a plant. He was a plant, and the reason why I say that is because he was made for us to seem like he was a perfect man, like he was above reproach, and he had very little flaws, and he had no vices and no superfluities, right?
Who are we speaking of again?
Martin Luther King.
Okay, bet.
Right? Now, in reality, he was always the man he was. He always had an affinity for white women, but he always had a better affinity with words and influencing people, and he stood on what he stood on. Right? So he was a man. Right? So he was a man, right? Like he was a man, right? And hold on. And then like it's crazy because when you realize, right, that like if we truly are like people of God, like we say we are, right, then what we realize is God's chosen are the worst. They are always the worst of the worst. They are not the best of the best. They are the worst of the worst. So why is it that white media made him a messiah, and then when he didn't do what they wanted him to do, there was this posthumanist, might I add, fall from grace?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, make that shit make sense.
Right there,
damage anything he worked for, you feel?
So,
huh?
It's a pod, fall from grace.
Yeah, a pod for sure. Hey, let's get to this comment. What he said, look at who is that? Shadir, that's Dion's son, right? He said he came into the league with his son. I mean, he came into the league with his own brand and didn't sell his likeness. This young athlete made 3 times his contract in jersey sales.
Yep.
The NFL didn't profit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So and then he said, look, how long before he said, look, this is what he added to that comment. He said, how long is it before his family becomes a target? Facts, because
they are a target already.
He
is on brand. He is a target already.
His pops is a target.
Think about the draft. What happened with the draft?
I think it's coming out now. I think the truth is coming out now.
Yeah. Think about what happened with the draft with that though. How they tried to downplay that.
That the NFL told teams not to draft him.
Yeah.
But they all about their money. I can see, because they all about their money, Deion Sanders being a potential head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
You gotta understand.
Hey, if that happened, we really turned that.
They about their money.
We really turned that. If that happened, because y'all, hey.
He not
for us, but not by us.
He not gonna do that.
You don't think so?
That would increase their revenue and all of their sales and all of the artists that they already got support.
I put it like this, Lee. I put it like this.
Know that?
Not gonna do it.
Jerry Jones. We talking about Jerry Jones now. You talking about Jerry Jones?
I put it like this.
He been the king of media and promotion for 40 years.
If there was any team that
he changed the NFL the whole game,
I think it would be the Cowboys. Though, if he had the opportunity, I don't think Dion would turn that down unless it was
Cowboys would be dumb to not do that, in my opinion. Regardless if they gonna lose or not, they can still get them jersey sales and fill them seats to maximum capacity because they know we
gonna support it
with him.
We gonna support it. Just
everything like we support turn they shit into gold. They shit into gold. Generational wealth. His daughter gonna eat good for life. All his kids after that gonna eat good for life. When he passed away.
And so we talking about this as what? Because I don't get it. Because like I'm not like I'm not trying to have a conversation because I don't want to manifest the shit. Like, what the fuck? Like you don't think I know that? Like that nigga being the head coach of that organization turns that organization and gives that organization literally another fucking $1 billion overnight, nigga. Why would I want to see that? Talk about that. Like we talking about us or them.
Cause they
look at the history. Look at because they already they've been presented that path of history when they got Jimmy Jones from Miami. When he got fired, they got the coach from Oklahoma. Where was he from? Oklahoma. They pulling up college coaches to coach the NFL. That Dallas Cowboys has the history of it.
Jimmy Jones is not Deion Sanders.
Yeah, but he pulled him up from there.
So
he had the pattern of it.
I agree with Lee on that one though because it'll be a cash out for them in a sense though.
They about their cash.
It'll be, but what I'm saying, it'll be a cash out for Jerry and them. They're gonna get way more money than Dion would in this situation.
When they do that, they can go in and renegotiate their contract with every sponsor they have. Think about that.
What the fuck?
They can go and renegotiate their contract with every sponsor they have.
Yeah. They ain't gonna have. He gonna sell it, man. But
he a businessman.
They gonna cash out on the coach again, though.
He already got kids that his kids grew up in the business with him from they 20s, 22, 21, 24. They grew up in the business with him. They've been watching him and knowing what he do and how he move. So when he is gone, he already got offspring that's same mindset in the office.
Yeah. Well,
think about he put all his money down to get in that position, all of it.
That could be, that conversation could go a whole different direction. That's a whole nother podcast. We've been doing great tonight. I feel like, man, look, we touched every angle that we possibly could tonight. You know what I'm saying? On the topic at hand, man, we might have to follow back up on it because I feel like it's continuous education needed in order for things to change when it comes to, people cashing out on the culture, being for us but not by us. So
I just don't see the true, you know what I mean? Like, okay, he sold his jersey, blah, 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 but he don't own no jersey printing company.
Yeah.
He's not coming like what's the name, Ball. Okay, I'm going to produce it, and then y'all got to buy that from me. That's how I make my money. I'm producing it, then you buy that from me. Work out that deal for that company I built, like Jordan. I can't even say Jordan.
Jordan, you can't say that because he didn't produce. He didn't produce it.
But that's what I'm saying. We ain't producing it for us, but not by
us. Hey. Great conversation here tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else want to say before we close it out? Did we agree on what we was talking about next week? Right? We gonna. I think it was some Memphis.
What did we say?
Stuff,
we,
right?
we got it in the group.
Yeah, Memphis.
Oh yeah, the M. We was talking about the M.
Yeah, real hometown business, man. So all the hogs, the Hoggets, the volunteers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from all sides of Memphis.
Lee talk about that. Lee, you say something about next week podcast. He got more details and depth.
Yeah.
To give y'all a little snippet. That's a whole Elon Musk shit going on. All type of crazy shit going on.
Memphis is, I don't know. Memphis is probably tied to some of the most iconic times, good and bad, and now it's the city is got the number one murder rate, man. Like I still can't understand that. How is more niggas killing each other in Memphis than in Chicago, New Orleans?
Because all the people from Chicago and Memphis. In New Orleans. It's a melting pot down there now.
In Houston, and it's we gotta, man, like the city is in shambles, and at the same time the city is thriving. That's crazy, ain't it?
Gift and a curse.
Yeah, like it's like, but like gentrification is a thing though, right? Because like we always talk about, like I don't even think people nowadays realize that whole like unaffordable ass area that's right there by downtown now, nigga, that was Hearst Village.
What you talking about, Jay Scott? The National Guard, 1,700 soldiers were deployed to 17 states.
Were just deployed to 17 states. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ain't in the National Guard no more.
It's gonna happen. They're gonna try, but we gotta stay strong though.
So that just what that tells me is that like y'all done voted for a whole bunch of cowards as governors, because all them governors could tell Donald Trump to go fuck himself. When it come to them National Guard troops, like every governor can tell Donald Trump to go fuck himself, but they won't.
Man, what the fuck is he doing to these folks?
This guy said all red states.
Yeah,
probably so.
All red, and they asking for volunteers, right? They asking for volunteers, and that's why you see this like disproportionate number, like it's 1,700. Going across 17 states, like
me, Lee, and Jay Scott. No, please don't go out there and put your life in harm for a system that ain't gonna respect you as soon as you take your uniform off.
For real,
man. Facts. With that being said, man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. Y'all know how we do, man. We go out like we came in. That's prayed up.
That's papered up.
And that's pulled up, man.
Hey, man, we out of there, man. See y'all next Friday, all right?
What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? I said pray, on paper they no pole, that's a mo. I stay pray, on paper they no pole, that's a mo. I stay pray, on paper they no pole, that's a mo. I stay pray, on paper they no pole, that's a mo. You know Auntie Mama thumbing up, it's H.O.G we coming up. They like, subscribe, and share. And it's about time we run these numbers up. Ain't nobody coming with the topics and the fly hitting. They been trying to duplicate the show. I guess they in they feeling. We don't care. Impact over license, how we do it here. Come and get some gamers internationally spitting here. Minnesota and the Kansas, we got ties in Germany. Guests from Pakistan and Singapore, they rock with H.O.G. Like, subscribe, notify.